Okay, so for the assignment this evening on Thursday night, August 29th, we want to do order of operations. All right, and so what we want to make sure of today, start off with, is that everybody, when we see math problems like this, where we have subtraction, division, addition, and multiplication, where we have all four of our operations in there, we want to make sure everyone's on the same page, following the same guidelines, so we can get everybody funneled down into the same answer. So when we look at a problem like this, our rule, step number one, is we want to go through and we want to make sure we take care of all multiplication and division signs. All right, and we want to make sure we do those from left to right in the order that we see them. So as we go across here, okay, 10 divided by 2 is the first division sign we come to, so that makes 5. Okay. Again, we still want to take care of these. We have a multiplication sign over here, so we want to jump over. We'll take care of 4 times that. That will give us a 44. So once all multiplication and division signs are taken care of, next we want to go back and take care of any addition and subtraction signs that we may have in the problem. And again, we're going to take care of those in the order that we see them, left to right. So here, subtraction is the first one we come across. So 24 minus 5 gives us a 19 plus 44. So again, if we need to rewrite, 9 plus 4, 13, carry the 1, 63. Okay, final answer there, 63. So this is our order of operations. This is how we're going to deal with these 4 symbols when we have just a straightforward setup math problem like this. Okay, now the next case that we may run into, all right, could be something along the lines of 100 minus 18 times 3. Okay, now the big difference here in this problem is that we see parentheses. Okay, so remember the rule with parentheses, they always are done first, regardless of which operation you may see. We always deal with parentheses sign, take care of the parentheses first. So we're going to deal with this 18 times 3 in the beginning. All right, and again, as we've mentioned before, we may need to do some multiplication off to the side. Whether it's lattice or standard, teachers aren't going to care, but you know, we may need to do this because we want to stay away from calculators for a while. 3 times 8 is 24, carry the 2. 3 times 1 plus 2, so we get a 54. So that leaves us with 100 minus 54, which gives us 46. So this is our order of operations. Parentheses, if those happen to be in the particular problem, those are definitely what we want to take care of first. All right, now, since we are moving up here, okay, we are also going to see a little bit bigger version of our parentheses, and those would be brackets. Now again, brackets mean exactly the same thing as parentheses. We want to do what's in them first, all right? So, you know, we treat them just like we deal with them the same way we would when we see parentheses. The catch here, though, is when we see our brackets, they're going to be full, okay? All right, they're going to be clear full. So inside our brackets, we tend to see a whole lot of steps to do inside our brackets. With our parentheses, as you can see over here, we only have one step. Inside our parentheses, we only have one step. All right, so we use brackets when we got a whole lot of stuff that we want to take care of first. And again, that's what our rule is, everything first. So inside parentheses, we have, or excuse me, inside our brackets, we have parentheses. So we want to take care of that. So we have 32. We got addition and subtraction signs in here. Our rule's left to right. Okay, as you remember up here, we stated earlier, our rule is going to be left to right. So we want to take care of 45 minus 16. $29 plus 32. Okay. Keep on moving. 61. So now we're to 61. We have some exponents, so we can take care of our powers. Remember, 2 9s. All right, so that's 9 times 9, which is 81, plus 61. We get 142. Okay, so you'll have a couple of those in your homework tonight with brackets. Just remember, we want to make sure we do everything inside of those first. Notice, don't lose this guy out here in front. That's one of the big things that happens. Kids get so focused over here that we forget about what's in front of our brackets. So make sure you're tagging that along. That way it shows up down there at the bottom, and then when you're ready to use it, it's still there. All right, so those are the order of operations that we have put together today, and we will use these throughout the year. All right, now I do want to show you one more example, okay, because we're going to start to combine a couple of assignments. All right, and so we're going to have some variables thrown in there tonight. All right, and again, in order to deal with those variables, remember, we have to have some values. We have to have some values to substitute. So the first thing we want to do is replace. A is worth a 3. B counts as 6. So again, notice that I went ahead and I automatically replaced here. So we have 2 right beside the A. So that means multiplication. So I went ahead and wrote that dot in there so I wouldn't forget. A times B squared. So now I've got that. Okay, so that doesn't get dropped off. Exponents are first. 2 6s. So 3 times 36 plus 2 times 3. Again, we got to fall back. We got to take care of our multiplication signs first. So that would be 108 plus 6. Finish at 114. All right, so the second half of your assignment tonight, you're going to have a lot of variables. So I would encourage to substitute and rewrite the problem. Okay, rewrite the problem, get that visual for yourself so you can see what you're looking at, and then you can go through and start using your order of operations. As always, this applies to all 7th grade math classes, whether you're in Wolfe or Ballinger. And if you can't figure something out, I'm sure there will be questions, so please bring those tomorrow morning, first period, and your math teachers can help you. All right, thanks, and good luck. See you tomorrow.